Good morning. I'm Minnie Dlamini Jones, and you're watching From Russia with Love, where we'll bring you all the off-the-pitch action from this year's 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Now, this is a huge country with so much going on, so of course, I'm get Tato no Charles, who will bring you unique stories from all corners of the country. The opening match was a firecracker for the host nation, of course, brought to you by SuperSport, your World Cup champions. But what you don't get to see is all the preparation and planning that goes into a world-class production. So let's take a look at our journey to the World Cup.
No matter how many times you attend a major tournament, just before everyone, there's a feeling of nervousness, and my seniors in the broadcast industry would say that as soon as you lose that nervousness for any major tournament, then that means you've lost the magic, you've lost the fire. So 2 o'clock, I'm nervous, I'm waiting for the taxi to come. At 4:30, I'm down at the reception, and bags are packed. I'm just sitting there waiting for that car to arrive.
So the World Cup is also a very special journey for myself because last year, Confederations Cup, I got to come to Russia. And my daughter actually identifies with SuperSport branding. She can't even read, but she knows what Russia is. So I'd already prepared her mentally for Russia. The day I had to leave, she started packing a bag. And then she's coming with me to Russia. And it was a bit difficult at the airport because emotionally then she wasn't prepared, and it got me into that emotional preparation of, oh my goodness, I'm going to be gone for a month. I'm going to miss her. But then I made up with the rest of the crew. And then I realized how we're also going to have special bonds in Russia. And as a SuperSport family going through, it's going to be quite exciting. The flights were really nice. Business class.
Well, what I love about this company is that they fly you business class. So flying is very comfortable, I might add. But also, of course, logistically, you have to. I mean, I've got about 3 suitcases packed to the brim. I don't even know if I'm going to go shopping. But it's very, very long. I mean, you're not just flying straight from South Africa to Russia. You're flying from South Africa to Dubai. You've got to connect. You've got to get to Russia. And of course, everyone is landing at the same time. So it's always about making sure that you've got all the correct accreditation, you've got all the correct documentation. And even when you do have that, you can stand for hours trying to explain what it is you're going to do in this country. So it is very tedious, it is very long, but we all know what the end goal is. And the end goal is to get here and, of course, to deliver incredible content for our viewers.
Step out of the airport into the country in itself, and I'm thinking it's beautiful. I mean, I've been to quite a few places, and Russia is not what people say it is. It's a beautiful country. It's amazing how clean it is. That's the most outstanding part of it. It's really very clean.
And arriving in Moscow also just brought back memories of being here during the Confederations Cup, seeing the different changes that they've made, seeing the branding, and seeing more people around here in Moscow makes you realize that it truly is the biggest sporting event in the world. And I just got so excited.
So much happens in a city when there's a major tournament, and that's the side that people don't see. You see the live match, you see the 90 minutes, and that's the end of it. But you don't realize that there's a crazy party building up to it. There's a massive party afterwards, and people are just constantly excited, constantly looking to find like-minded people, constantly trying to connect with people from different regions. And those are the types of stories we want to tell. We also want to highlight the city. People don't know a lot about Russia and don't know a lot about Moscow. I was privileged enough to come here a couple of weeks before just to see what the city was like, what it has to offer. And I realized it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. I can tell you from being here so far, Russia is an incredible country, an incredible heart, an incredible soul. Those are the stories we're going to tell. And of course, I'll bring in my flavor, I'll bring in my excitement, and that's what I want. I want people to get excited about the city, excited about this tournament as much as I am.
Quality, championship broadcasting. We're not World of Champions for nothing. And that's one thing I promise you. In fact, we're going to supersede that. The sky is not the limit, there is no limit. And knowing how hard this crew works and how dedicated and creative this crew works, I'm actually quite excited and scared that people are going to be like, wow, we can't handle this in high definition. How cool is that? So, finally got our accreditations, so ready for the 2018 FIFA World Cup right here in Russia. The 2018 FIFA World Cup has already kicked off here in Russia. But a few days before the tournament started, I actually caught up with a couple of fans who gathered right outside Red Square in Moscow to just show off their singing and dancing skills, hoping that their respective teams be crowned kings of world football come the end of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. So you came here to Russia. How are you finding the country?
Now I am feeling good that we are in Russia, and Russian people is very friendly people, and I like the Russia.
Amazing. Russia, it's the best of the best. We came from Argentina all the way to Russia to support Argentina. And look at this, look at this.
You're looking at Maradona, one of the greatest legends of Argentina. You have Messi, a current legend. Is this your year to win the World Cup?
Yeah, this is the chance. This is the last time, because Messi next time maybe not be at the peak of his career. So this is the time we're gonna bring the cup back home.
You guys traveled all the way from Argentina. You've been to South Africa. How special is the World Cup?
It's everything in our life. The best time of our lives, we're coming here. We have to win the cup. That's it.
How does it feel looking like Messi and having everybody?
I'm so happy. I'm look like Messi. I'm so happy, an Iranian team. The team is very good.
How are you finding your time in Russia?
I think it's the best moment in my life for our generation, the youth from Morocco. It's our first experience here, and sincerely, it's the best feeling that we are best moment here in Russia.
Are you excited about Russia hosting the World Cup?
Of course, we are super excited. It's wonderful. It's so incredible. So many interesting people here. Everybody's singing, dancing. It's wow. Super.
And do you hope Russia wins the World Cup?
I hope Russian team will win. I am a great fan of Russian team. Will win. I'm sure.
Mexico did very well in the Confederations Cup. Do you think they'll do even better at the 2018 FIFA World Cup?
Well, we think so, because we prepare like every time we prepare to match the match with every team in the world. But the first one with Germany, we're expecting to be victorious in that.
You've come as the Pharaoh. Obviously, you guys want to be crowned kings of world football.
I hope so, yeah. It's too hard, but I hope to be the champion on the World Cup.
A lot of people are talking about Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, I think now he will be the most important player in the world, more than Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo too. He will enhance more than him, like he is best right now.
Is this going to be the time where Egypt becomes the first African country to win the World Cup?
I wish that, but it will be too hard too. But I hope so. Yeah, but I wish it have a big chance, I think that.
Ladies, as South Africans, how are you enjoying Russia?
We landed this afternoon, and we are loving Moscow so far. We are loving the spirit of the World Cup, but as South Africans who were there in 2010 in South Africa, we feel that South Africa still tops in terms of hosting 2010, but we are loving Russia.
Definitely, even their vuvuzelas are not as big as ours. We saw a few vuvuzelas, and when they heard we were from South Africa, they said, yeah, you guys have better vuvuzelas. Yes. And yeah, we wish we had brought ours.
Well, it has been a long and jovial day here in the city center of Moscow as fans from across the world sang, danced, and made sure that we know what their countries are all about. The different national teams have also arrived here in Russia, so all that's left to do is the 2018 FIFA World Cup. A whole horde of excitement as we wait to see which team will be crowned the champions of world football.
Se va ciñendo el sendero ardiente de las arenas, así va mi corazón culebreando entre las penas.
The 68th FIFA Congress took place in the city of Moscow, all in a bid to find the next host of the FIFA World Cup, and we are talking about the year 2026. Ultimately, a stiff contest between African nation Morocco and the joint bid coming from the USA, Canada and Mexico. After voting, it went in favor of the joint bid. Now, we caught up with quite a number of football fans, in particular fans of Mexico here, concerning their desire to host the FIFA World Cup. This is what they had to say.
I'm excited, and I think it's a good chance for Mexico to show that we are an excellent country, and I hope the World Cup stays in Mexico. I mean, we're going to be champion for sure.
The benefits of hosting a FIFA World Cup is undoubtedly enormous, and the fans of Mexico said a thing or two about how it would impact positively on their country.
What I heard is actually like most of the stadiums are already like built. That's why Mexico, I mean, this area won against Morocco because it's already like everything is done. So it's just like Mexico is the third time we celebrate we host the World Cup. So I don't know, it's going to be a great opportunity to show another side of Mexico. So besides the bad news that everybody sees around the world, right? About the drug dealers, about all the killing that happens in Mexico, that is all the violence that we have for real. But we have a beautiful side, beautiful countries, and we're really excited to show it to everybody.
So the excitement is undoubtedly everywhere. Everyone's heard about the story. So all roads lead to the USA, Mexico and Canada come 2026. And once again, as an African, we sincerely hope that Africa will have a good representation.
We're football fans from Mexico, and you're watching From Russia with Love.
Congratulations are in order for Canada, USA and Mexico, who won the bid, so they will host the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But for now, more love from Russia. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back. You're watching From Russia with Love, and the World Cup has officially kicked off with Russia beating Saudi Arabia 5-0 in an incredible opening match for the host nation. Now, the World Cup has incredible moments that will live on in our hearts forever. So it's time to refresh our memories a little bit by going to the FIFA Museum. In enhancing the fan experience for the 2018 World Cup, FIFA partners Hyundai have presented the world with an exciting location that should definitely be added to everyone's list of things to do in Russia, the FIFA World Football Museum. Fans from all over the world relish the opportunity to engage with the interactive displays inside the Hyundai Motor Studio on the prestigious new Arbor Street. We caught up with some of the football fanatics to hear about the experience at the FIFA World Football Museum.
This place looks like amazing. We were just passing by and we saw this, and we have to enter. And we saw all the shirts lined up in colors and the balls up there, and it was really amazing. I mean, I really feel it because I was born watching football, and I like a lot of the balls. I have it all in my bedroom, and just watching this is like really, really good. It feels really good.
Really, it's an enjoyable place, and I enjoyed it, especially in 1930. It was the first football game, but I didn't know where it was held. But after coming here, I understand this is here. And another thing which is really interesting for us, we are studying in Russia, and we're getting the good opportunity to observe there. and that's why we didn't willing to miss this chance, have taken this chance.
See the T-shirts of the historic players, how Maradona, Yashin, is very important to me. See that clothes.
With the FIFA World Cup offering such cultural activities, fans have many a reason to travel to Russia, regardless of whether their country's team qualified.
Really, for the football World Cup, it's really interesting for our country's people because we are not participating, but we are observing. If you see my friend, he is wearing the jersey, it's the T-shirt of Brazil. And we have many people, those who are painting their home, the people of our country, they're really dressing and very interesting about the World Cup.
I'm here to support my country, Peru, after 36 years since they haven't been part of it, so it's pretty exciting. In fact, I just came out from there and it was a great experience and it was a bit emotional as well for me, seeing the jersey of my country like showcase together with such a great teams like England, you know, Argentina and so on, and we feel like we're back on the big field. But apart from there as well, it's a great way to know and learn about the World Cup. It's not just about football, it's about countries being together and all that for a reason, and that's what you learn when you go through all the story of the World Cup. So yeah, it's amazing. Well done, FIFA, by the way. Yeah.
Dispelling doubts and challenging stereotypes, the Russian people have welcomed the world with a warm embrace in the hope of making this World Cup one that history will remember with fondness.
The mood is now festival mood. That's why, and we enjoy a lot because all around the world, a lot of foreigners come here to enjoy the game. Especially we are living in Moscow and enjoy the vibrant culture.
To all the fans that came to Russia, I want them to have fun. I want them to all together cheer for our countries. We have great football, there'll be goals, so we have to have fun. That's the most important thing, and not to get in fights because it's just a game and it's a beautiful game.
We need to show that team that is happy, and is a team with many dance that shows what is Colombia.
Well, it's just like please, regardless the country you are from, it's a great way to enjoy football together and just be as one word together as well. And as we say in Peru, we say always, arriba Perú, carajo, vamos Perú!
Just a few hours before Russia opened its doors to world football, the young Eastern European nation needed to celebrate her own personal achievement of gaining independence as early as 1990. They commemorate this through Russia Day. They gathered in the Kremlin stronghold of Red Square to celebrate through song, dance and firework displays their independence. I caught up with a couple of them to find out exactly what Russia Day means to them.
The Russian Independence Day is a big celebration for me. I love my country, I love the people, and I'm proud to be Russian. It's happiness, it's like a song in my soul. It's a big celebration.
And today, this is the day of Russia. We celebrate the independence from totalitarian regime and becoming more free and more democratic, which is like so great. We're super happy that it's a public holiday, so we don't work today and a couple of days earlier as well. And we basically do like big kind of open air festivals. We meet up with friends and family, we go to restaurants, we drink a little bit, of course, a lot of vodka including.
Мы очень любим нашу страну, гордимся. Я очень горжусь.
I'm really proud of Russia. I'm really proud of living here. I have 3 children, and I'm proud that they will be a part of Russian society. The city is full of people having fun, and everyone is happy to celebrate this day.
Кричат, и все очень сильно рады этому.
Russia Day is a public holiday that commemorates the dissolution of the Soviet Union and the adoption of the Declaration of State Sovereignty of the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic on June 12, 1990. It also marks the beginning of constitutional reform in the Russian Soviet state. the renaming of the country to the Russian Federation, the creation of the post of president, and the adoption of the new Russian constitution.
День России возник относительно недавно в связи с распадом Советского Союза.
The Russian Independence Day began not so long ago because of the reunion of the USSR, when Russia became an independent country.
Само государство было основано более 1000 лет.
The recognition of Russian independence is dated to 1991, after the reunion of the USSR. But frankly, the story of Russia goes back more than 1,000 years.
После распада Советского Союза как основное основание государства Россия.
For everyone, the reunion was a tragedy, but overall, it was perceived as a positive thing.
At the iconic Red Square in Moscow, patriotic citizens and foreign visitors alike were entertained by performances from some of Russia's biggest stars and were treated to a spectacular fireworks display. Making the day extra special for locals this year, however, was the unique occasion to celebrate their Independence Day with the rest of the world, as most fans attending the World Cup were already in the country 2 days before the start of the competition.
We are pleased to receive all the guests. We hope that they enjoy themselves, and we will try to support every one of them. We are smiling at everyone and trust they will enjoy their time in our country, especially in Moscow.
Yes, I'm really excited, and I will take part in this in World Cup. I'm a volunteer, and I will meet with a lot of fans from a lot of countries, and it's really exciting.
На самом деле это нереально круто,
It's really cool speaking with different people from different countries. It's a great experience for me, especially as that's what I want to do in the future.
В первую очередь, потому что это моя будущая профессия.
I'm so proud to be Russian. This is amazing that we are hosting this, because this is happening only like once in a lifetime. I don't know when next time we're gonna have a World Cup in Russia, including Moscow, my city, where I'm living now, which is incredible. And it's so I'm having 3 groups of friends coming from all over the world, from Latin America and Europe, and I'm so happy to guide them next week in Moscow and to show them around. It's gonna be the first time in Russia, which is super amazing. I'm so happy about it.
All Russians and me in particular are happy that the World Cup is taking place in our country.
That brings us to the end of the show. We're looking forward to an amazing FIFA World Cup. And if the first week is anything to go by, we're in for an entertaining ride. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place. I'm Minnie Dlamini, and you're watching From Russia with Love. До свидания.